This week we're going to talk about manga that we're reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys like manga?
No.
Yeah, not really.
I'm not really into this anime thing that is getting
I feel like we
popular.
should let Jay start this one as like the resident guy who reads more than he breathes.
Yeah, Jay, can you tell me what a manga is? Can you
So
describe that to me?
manga is a Japanese comic.
Don't actually do this, Jay. Just tell us what you're reading.
Yeah,
please.
no, I know. I was just gonna stop where you basically stopped me.
I'm getting flashbacks of the PS5 crisis.
So what I've been reading, I think the most recent thing that I've been reading is Urusei Yatsura.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
me
that's
too.
right.
Yeah.
You sent a
Me
lot
too.
of pictures in
And
the
Jay,
Discord.
I got a bone to pick with you. You keep sending us images of Urusei Yatsura, the manga,
Yeah.
and I'm like pages behind you. I'm like literally like a chapter behind you. So then I see what's going to happen in the coming chapter that I'm about to read.
Okay, I'll stop sending you those
Stop
pictures.
sending me stuff.
I think the issue, Jay, is that you send so many pictures. Like
Yeah,
send
that's
one
fair.
or two.
That's fair.
Don't send like 9.
Yeah.
Jay, we agree. Lum is good.
Lum's very good, yes.
We like
okay.
her too.
The one thing that I dislike about reading Urusei Yatsura is it's making me realize that the anime is trimming a lot of the fat that it has in the manga.
That's not a bad thing.
That's
though.
No, I'm
not a bad
I'm not
thing.
saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad
It's a
thing.
good
I'm saying
thing.
that's a bad thing for the manga.
Yeah. The anime
Yeah.
flows a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
The manga I've noticed has kind of like asides it likes to take.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
A lot.
Rumiko Takahashi. She
Yeah,
does
no,
that.
exactly.
She loves going down little rabbit holes and then like not telling any plot for a long time.
So like the anime is making that, like, just getting rid of all that fat and making it so much better and flow better. So
Again, just goes to show how good Urusei Yatsura is.
yeah, how good
I know it's not.
David
I know it's not.
production is.
It's not Mike's cup of tea, but like I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying that anime.
I might
Oh, yeah, me
honestly
too.
I might be into the manga more than I am into the like I like the show, it's good.
Mhm.
But when, like I've said before, one thing I don't like in shows is when there's a
people
lot
yelling.
of screaming and yelling.
Mhm.
So maybe the manga might be better for me.
But we got the best yellers in the anime.
I
Yeah.
know.
Also, apparently, I heard this the other day. I don't remember who said it, but apparently, the classic Ataru and Lum voice actors are voicing their parents in the new one.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, I didn't know that Ataru's dad was
Yeah.
him. I knew
Yeah.
that Lum's mom is played by the original
Yeah,
Lum.
yeah,
I
and
knew
apparently, Ataru's dad is played by the original
Oh.
Ataru.
Neat.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
Mike's dying.
it is cool.
R.I.P.
Still
but-
got that COVID cough.
I'm reading so much manga that I don't think I could like go over all of it.
I don't want you to go over all of
So I'm gonna
Some
stop
standouts.
here.
some of them.
So I'm gonna stop here
Okay.
and pass the ball over to Cole.
Oh, to me, thank you. It's my turn.
Look at that nice shiny
I-
ball.
We've talked about this before, but one manga that I keep up with weekly that I have no shame about keeping up with, despite what Jay constantly tries to bring up.
So shameful.
Girlfriend is
Okay.
so. Listen. We talk about it like it's trash. I know it's
Yeah,
trash.
yeah, absolutely.
Objectively. Yeah.
But it knows it's trash. It doesn't try to be anything else. Like it knows that it's so dumb.
It's so dumb. Yeah, no.
And stupid, but like also at the same time, like there is character development in it, and I don't know. It's
a mystery. Like it's an anomaly kind of series.
It really
I get
is.
It. Yeah.
It truly is an anomaly for being so trashy, but still so engaging to me.
Mike's just kind of like bewildered right now.
I can't even recommend it to Mike because
No, absolutely not. I don't think he'd like it at all.
Mike is a married man.
I know nothing about this manga, so I'm just kind of sitting here like.
You know the premise of the manga, right?
It's the same as all of them, isn't it? Basically, where there's a girl and a guy, and they basically flirt a lot, and then nothing ever happens in the end.
No. He has a girlfriend, and then a different girl confesses to him, and then he decides, "What if I date both of you?" So he starts dating both of them,
And, like, he begs-
everyone's aware of this.
Everyone's
And then
aware, and they're
they all
just
move
like
in
all
together.
okay with it. Yeah,
It's just polygamy, the manga.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
yeah, but it's like I don't know. Like the main character is like honest to a fault. That's kind
Okay.
of like he gets into this whole situation because he's too honest. Like he's like, oh, like I have a girlfriend and I love her, but like it would be a shame to say no to this other girl. What if we like go and talk to my girlfriend and convince her? It's just it's incredible. It's truly an anomaly in media.
Oh yeah.
And I love it. I love it so much. Michael, what do you love?
What do I love? Oh my goodness.
His wife.
Yes.
His single wife.
My one wife, no polygamy here. I also love my cat.
Mm-hmm.
I also
No
love
polygamy
my dog
there.
and my family.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about manga.
Yeah, we're talking about manga.
And I recently read Volume 1, which is actually Volumes 1 and 2 of Sailor Moon. Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon.
Ooh.
I've heard of this.
It was quite good. Honestly, I haven't taken in anything Sailor Moon since I was like a wee lad trying to like convince my sister to watch Sailor Moon so that I could watch Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't cool to watch Sailor Moon when I was a boy, when I was a kid, right? So
But it was pretty cool, though.
it was really good, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is Sailor Moon is really good.
Yeah.
So I'd watch my Dragon Ball Z and I'd be like, "Oh, you're gonna watch Sailor Moon, right? That's on next. You could come watch that." But anyway, I'm talking about the manga here. It basically just kind of, I don't remember early stuff from Sailor Moon, but it kind of just goes over like where I got to is just introducing all the Sailor Scouts, which is kind of neat to see. They're like origin stories almost.
QJ asking which the best Sailor Scout is.
Which I
I was
don't.
literally about to ask that, Cole.
You can see it. We can see you queuing up for it. You hit the mute button on your mic. You're ready to go. And the answer is, for now, going to be Usagi, just because I'm a normie. I don't know. I don't know them well enough yet. I don't know them well enough. I just met them. guys.
Yeah,
What are your
hey,
answers?
no,
Yeah,
it's
that's
all right.
fair. That's fair.
Jay's a Sailor Mars guy.
Sailor Mars.
Of course, edgy.
I've got two, and I have a tough time picking between them.
Venus
Let me
and
guess?
Jupiter.
Venus. Yeah, I was gonna say Venus.
Yeah, Venus and Jupiter.
The
I
chapter
knew
that I
it.
left
I know
off
Cole
on,
so well.
Yeah, the chapter I left off on was the one where the Venus just like started to make an appearance.
Yeah,
It hasn't
Venus
made an appearance yet.
is the smart girl, and Jupiter is the tomboy. I mean,
Yeah.
How do you pick, guys?
How do thou pick? I don't know. I'm going to keep reading it, though. I got volume 2 coming to me from the library, so I will let you know how that goes. Jay, what else are you reading?
What else am I reading? Which one do I want to talk about? Oh, I'm still caught up on Kaguya. And I guess we can talk about that for a bit.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
ending in like
Mm-hmm.
a week or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it honestly feels like the end of an era, kind of. Like the manga's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Even like after the anime and after everything's going on, just like how everything's wrapping up, it feels very satisfying, and I'm loving every second of it.
Does it feel like it's time for it to end, though?
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, just where it is, like it doesn't feel like, no, I want more. Like, it feels like we're getting there, and
I could see that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not-
don't want
I'm not-
something to overstay its welcome.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
caught up. I'm just basically just after where the season 3 ended. So,
Okay.
and even there, it's kind of like feeling like, okay, I could see this is like nearing.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that the conclusion's coming in the future. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's not soon, but they're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like every character gets like a good send off and a good ending to their character
Yeah.
arc, and that all the relationships that are set up kind of get like a good sending off point.
Yeah, who would have thought that Ishigami was an alien all along?
Yeah,
that's
right.
weird.
That's
It was
crazy.
so strange,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
honestly,
Nachika's a
very
robot?
good. Yeah,
Nachika's
very good
actually a
twist
robot.
though.
I mean, we kind of saw that coming.
Yeah, Kaguya is a clone of another Kaguya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
crazy.
weird. It went crazily sci-fi near the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
Weird.
There was like when they went to the moon.
Yeah,
Weird stuff.
weird stuff. Very wild manga though.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend it, especially if you like the anime. Like, the stuff that happens after is really good too. But honestly, like, I really hope they do finish the story in the anime, because there is a lot more to say and a lot more good stuff that comes. So
They will.
oh yeah,
They
oh yeah,
will.
They will.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
The anime's
Yeah.
too popular. They'll
Yeah.
they'll finish it. Yeah.
You never know
Until-
though, because Haikyuu kind of got a little screwed over. But
Yeah,
anyway,
until
that's neither here nor there.
it stops selling, it'll keep happening.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
yeah,
my
I don't
turn?
know, just read Kaguya. Cole,
Nope.
what's
Is it my
another-
turn to talk about Yotsuba and
Oh yes, I was hoping you would.
there are two manga at this point where I'm like, these are the best manga I've ever read in my life, I think.
Girlfriend. And?
No. Goodnight Poon Poon, but like Goodnight Poon Poon doesn't really have any rereadable quality to it. But Yotsuba End has, man, I could reread that so much. It's so funny and like family friendly funny, which sometimes can be like kind of eye rolly. But like the jokes in it are so good. Like there's this one panel in it where Yotsuba's dad's like sitting there looking at a picture of the eldest neighbor sister, and he's like, "Oh,
is it the pretty one?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the pretty one.
And Jumbo, like their friend Jumbo, the big guy, he's like,
yeah.
"Oh, Jumbo would be so upset if I told him that we were hanging out with Asagi." And then he walks in and he just turns around and he's like, "We were hanging out with Asagi yesterday." Like it just it reminds me of like what I would do with my friend Michael or Jay. Like, oh, this will upset them. I'm gonna tell them anyway.
I'm gonna tell them. Yeah.
Just to get
that's just like friends being friends, right?
Yeah. And Yotsuba is like just adorable, and again so funny, and it's drawn so funny. Another panel I love is like one panel is her breathing in, like heavy breathing, and then just starts crying. And it's like, yeah, I can picture a child doing that. You know, like when a kid will like stop crying just so they can go.
Yeah. Big breath, cry immediately after. Yeah. One thing Yotsuba End does so well is it's like all of the characters and family interactions and like friendships and stuff. They're so real. Yeah. That like you said, when something happens, you're like, oh yeah, that's happened to me, or oh yeah, I could see how that, like it all just makes sense, and like that the humor lands because it's relatable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If honestly, like I recommend this one to everybody. Yeah. Everyone. Like it's damn near a perfect manga. Dare I say.
That's such a bold take.
It is a bold take.
I can't make any comments. I haven't read.
Let's talk some Goodnight Punpun, because I'm reading that too right now.
Yeah.
I'm about halfway through. I guess you know what? I just realized can you really talk about Goodnight Punpun without spoiling the entire thing? It's pretty hard to.
I mean, you're not at the end.
No, I'm not at the end. I'm at the part where the brother has the uncle or whatever.
His uncle, yeah.
Yeah. He gets married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like, honestly, by the end of, like, how old is Punpun at this point that you're reading?
He just started going to high school, I think.
Is he at the
high
point
school or college? I can't remember.
Is he at the point where his body is human, but his head is still a bird?
No, he's still full bird.
But
some crazy stuff has happened already, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, you've got more of a descent to make.
Okay, yeah, I assume so. I'm only like halfway through, right? But like
that Goodnight Punpun is by the end, like at the end of the manga, that is the definition of I need to just stare at a wall for like a week. Processing
time needed. Yeah.
Big
like,
time.
The scene where the brother's like fighting with his girlfriend, or the uncle's fighting with his girlfriend, and then Punpun and the girlfriend do some stuff. Was like, I was reading and I'm like, is this actually happening right now? What is going on? And like,
no, it's so good though. It's so
really
good. It's we've talked about it before. Goodnight Punpun is the best manga I've ever read, but I can't recommend it to people. Like, you need to know what you're getting into, and you gotta have
something to put you in a better headspace lined up after. Because like if you just read that and then you're alone in a dark room by yourself for another day or so, you'll end up in a good place. You're not in a good place then.
You'll start an anime podcast.
Yeah. And you'll make friends with me and Jay.
Yeah, specifically
you're not
me.
In a good place.
Yeah, you're not in a good place if you're friends with me.
Yeah, if you're friends with me and Jay, not in a good place.
Specifically me.
Yeah.
Specifically Jay.
Specifically Jasif, the alien man. Yeah. What else is going on in our reading lives here? Jay, do you
guys want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do.
Yes, we got time for one more, I think.
I can do one more. I have been reading a manga titled Dan Da Dan.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah, it's essentially about a boy who believes in aliens but not in spirits, and a girl who believes in spirits and not aliens. So they dare each other to go to these different areas that are haunted or have like alien activity rumors going around. And
I hear Michael's workplace has alien activity.
Unconfirmed.
And one of them gets abducted by aliens and the other gets cursed. And basically like the main premise of the manga is because of the guy getting cursed, They have to figure out how to fix the curse.
Very fitting.
As well as other like supernatural things happening and stuff like that. But like, it's so good. Just like the way the characters are drawn, their facial expressions, the designs of the different ghouls and things like that. It's all so well done. And eventually they do start to like each other. And one of my favorite panels from it is like, it's just drawings of their hands and they're just like playing in each other's hands.
Gross.
Yeah.
Are they married?
No, they're just
Jay.
Can't do that before marriage.
I know it's
Premarital
disgusting, but
hand-holding?
it's very cute.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's just a good manga. It's got a very likable cast of characters, very interesting premise, and good shonen fights. I mean, what else do you want?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I know neither of you have read it, but honestly,
No.
I feel like Cole would like it.
Do you believe in aliens?
No,
Jay?
no,
Michael?
no, I'm joking. I feel like
I
there is at
absolutely
least
believe in aliens.
I feel like there's at least some kind of life somewhere, whether it be like a plant or something.
I
There's gotta
too
be...
believe in aliens. I host a podcast with one.
Confirmed.
I'm sorry, Mike.
And Mike and I have both seen a ghost.
Yes. Oh, the ghost story. We'll tell that on the ghost podcast, though.
Yeah, when we start our
tune
ghost
in.
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now I'm curious. But speaking of talking about ghostly things, Cole, do you have a ghostly manga that you want to talk about?
I do not. But Mike is planning something, so here's a panel of Power and Denji, with Power saying, commence Operation Super Smart.
Oh, yes. Chainsaw Man.
And
Powerful.
but the actual manga that I want to talk about is March Comes In Like a Lion, and the only reason I want to talk about it is that I want to season 3 of March Comes In Like a Lion. There's a lot more that is still happening.
Yeah, and it's getting a physical release too finally over here.
I can't wait.
That's
actually.
exciting. That actually probably before that was announced, I would say you had 0 chance at a season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have like a 10% chance of a season 3.
Yeah.
So
It's just so nice and warm and fuzzy, but also like heavy and good.
oh, so heavy.
Jay
Oh,
doesn't
so
like
heavy.
March Comes In Like a Lion because he's a fool.
I just thought it was boring. I don't know.
Yeah, it's too good.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's kind of boring. Like, I don't like how it makes me feel good, but also like makes me question things.
It didn't do that for me at all. It just bored me to tears.
I don't even know how to play shogi.
Mike, tell us your manga so that
All
we can
right,
go
we're
to
gonna end
break.
this off. I have volume 11 of the deluxe edition of Berserk waiting to be read, sitting very near me, but not within arm's reach. So I'm just gonna continue on. Berserk is amazing. If you're reading it, you know it's amazing. If you aren't reading it, you've had a million people probably telling you how amazing it is, and it's
true.
a little
I have.
annoying and intimidating, but it's worth it. Just read it. It's super good.
I did almost buy that first volume.
Yeah, it's really good.
But
It-
then the $50 price point.
It is
was
very
kinda scared me off a
expensive,
little.
but honestly, like I feel like it's kind of worth it.
Yeah,
It's
it's a very
definitely
impressive
worth it.
book.
It's
Yeah.
the leather binding on it is super nice, and then like the actual paper that the panels are on is super nice too. Like it kind of just it just is. I wouldn't buy the smaller versions there's no
Yeah.
there's no reason to.
And it's wrapped in plastic, so you know it's good.
You know it's good.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say is that it doesn't really. I feel like when the first volume maybe doesn't sell it as good as for what it is. Like it's still pretty rough in the early days, and almost all manga are like that too.
Yeah.
But like it takes a bit to kind of truly hit like those heights where you could actually say this is like the best manga ever.
Yeah. I would buy it, but I've got a Lego Saturn V too.
That's true. That's true.